Yo guys, what is going on? Welcome back to another video on the channel. Today we have our coffee and we have our early morning video, and we are going to be discussing a little bit about today's content that will be coming out. If you guys enjoyed the video today, drop a thumbs up. We have today mainly just UCL marquee matchups is what I'm expecting. Now the community may expect a mid-icon SBC and icon swaps, but I don't expect that today. I think that that's unlikely to come on a Tuesday or a Wednesday. I think it's possible that we could always get that base icon non-repeatable, but they did that last week or the week before on Tuesday or Wednesday. So that's always possible, but I'm not so sure about that. But yeah, I think we will get UEFA marquee matchups. Obviously, these ones end in 2 hours. We got these last Thursday, and all this is going to do is bring some supply to the market. It shouldn't be anything crazy, but a small prime mixed players pack. Small prime gold players pack, a mixed players, prime mixed players pack. I mean, this gives some supply to the market. Nothing too crazy, but it will bring, probably a little minor drop in price on maybe team of the week and team of the group stages, and then probably a drop in price on golds for a couple hours would be my guess. But other than that, I'm not expecting too much today. If you guys saw our video last night, we did sell our 9. So we sold our 9 at 8.8. I think I could have got like 9. But here's what I'm saying, boys. Mbappe's record breaker card, has been really struggling in price. This guy, in my opinion, is probably the best striker in the game. And last night he was like 237. He's 2.5 right now. Makes sense that he went up today in the daytime. But if the best card in the game is struggling to keep price and we're just kind of in this panic spiral, I just don't know if that R9 was worth it to keep. For the whole week, trying to get 9.1 out of it. So we did get 8.8, which is like 560K. Great sale. And then that Torres I showed you guys we got out of. We did lose like 70K, but we got out of it. And then we had some icons too. I've been hopping on some icon bids at, different times of night, and it seems to be working. And then that Lautaro we bought at 110 before squad battles. So yeah, nice round of sales there. Really were invested heavy. Well, not invested heavy, but you guys remember on Saturday when we bought that low point. We bought Griezmann's and Mendy's, and honestly, there's not many left. We don't have many left. We've been lazy selling them all week. We have some Jotas at like 105, and then we have some Suns in the low 60s, high 50s that we are lazy selling. And then the story behind these Wijnaldums, because some people have been asking about these Wijnaldums. I bought these Wijnaldums the other week at 30 and tried to sell at 37 when he went to 35. They didn't sell, and now he's like 28. So what I'm going to do is wait till this rewards this week, because I think Wijnaldum will probably push back up over 30. 32, 33 with rewards this week. So I'm going to wait till we get to that sort of period to get out of those Wijnaldums because they're kind of annoying. So, yeah, I want out of them. They're taking on my transfer list space. We take a look at the market index. Yesterday's low was about 89. We're back to 90.6, and we'll probably get back down to 89 today. The reason that this happens, guys, in the week is that people just don't play as much with icons in the week. It's just kind of a thing with FIFA. It's not as common for people to be buying and selling icons in the week. A lot of the times icons are primarily used for foot champs, right? So if there's no foot champs, there's a very likely chance that less icons will be used on FIFA. That totally makes sense. What is actually crazy to see is that some of the road to the finals are absolutely exploding. People are really seemingly this week going to be taking the gamble on games. Promise is now 300K. He was 310 last night. So people are gambling there. All around the board, you guys can see there's very few that aren't up. Draxler's card is up. If they win the group, they're looking like they're going to go through. He'll get an upgrade. The biggest one today, the biggest game today, in my opinion, is Leipzig versus Man United. So that's the big one today. And it looks like people are taking the gamble on Klosterman because he was 340. Now he's 370. And I'll tell you this, if Leipzig beat Man United, you could expect this Klosterman to probably be over 400 because he's a very good center back in this game. He'll be pushing on to an 85 rated with 88 pace, probably 87 defending and 82 physical. So his card will be really good. That makes sense. And it just shows you that you guys can always buy cards after panic windows. Rashford after his last game was 940 if you want to wait a week to make easy profit. A lot of the time what you can do is pick up one of these guys for your team, use them a bit, wait till the next game day, and then boom, sell them before the game down. Now my advice is always selling these cards before their game days. I feel like that's probably the smartest decision, but you got to make your own decision at the end of the day in terms of what you want to do. I can't control what you're going to do with the cards that you pick up. That I really cannot control. But, other than that, boys, I'll probably look to make a little bit more of an investment with some Team of the Weeks today. I think these guys won't go that much lower, but if we get some good packs today, there could be a buy time. And I think there could be a good window to trade with these Team of the Group Stage. I mean, what I've learned about these cards is that they're super in demand. This week's Team of the Group Stage cards are rarer than record breakers. They're rarer than a lot of cards. And when we take a look in the store, I mean, the percentages, they're high, but I think it's just for Elvedi and the lower tier ones like Yaziki. I don't think it's for the top tier ones. And these guys have been holding price. They actually hit their low on Monday, Tuesday. They've been fluctuating and holding their price really nicely, right? Like all these guys have hit low points and gone up about 5% since that low point. So that is interesting to see, and that is promising because that tells us that people are definitely interested in using these cards. That's a big thing to know, that people really do want to use these cards. I mean, if I'm going to be honest with you guys, and for an example, Messi has risen a lot. I had the chance yesterday to buy this guy at 1.6, 1.61. And, you know, I think that was Messi's low point. I thought his low point would be 1.55. I think that was Messi's low point. He may come back down a little bit on rewards day, but yeah, as for now, he's up to 1.74. So in the YouTube video the other day, when we were looking at his inform at like 940, that's going to be rebounded, right? Because the way that this works is that any card with their inform is always going to move. Like if their top version's going down, their inform is going to go down. If their top version's going up, after it goes up for a bit, the inform will rebound a little bit. So that's kind of how this sort of stuff works. And if I could teach you something about that, then great. This Ronaldo inform is super stable. It's crazy, man. This guy is so stable. Whenever he kind of drops, he doesn't go lower or he kind of stays, you know, on the way up. So this is something interesting to watch too. I'm going to be watching Ronaldo the next time we get any sort of crash. Let's go to the popular page on Flippin'. Kind of see what we're looking like for prices. So Pogba's getting inflated because of the Team of the Week. Varane is back to 225. He was 210 at his lowest yesterday. Son is holding 64. And I told you guys, man, I was looking at Bruno. I was looking at KDB. I was looking at not Rashford so much, but a little bit. I did some trading with Rashford on Saturday. And these guys all did very well. Out of packs. They're doing great. Sterling's back down a little bit, but Sterling has been trending really nicely. He's been going from 54 to 58. Even though Flippin says he's only going to 56, I have seen him up at 58. So that's one to watch, and these guys are all trending nicely and doing well. So that's obviously very good to see. So we got a healthy market in terms of the golds right now, which is actually funny because the golds are usually the ones that get crashed the most. But in terms of icons and whatnot, we're not seeing too healthy of a market with icons at the moment. I mean, people are losing their minds with those cards. I had talked to somebody yesterday who told me that he thinks it's probably worth me keeping David Beckham, just because if they do update the range, he's probably going to be above 1.5. So we're going to hold David Beckham until probably like the 13th or the 14th, which is like another 5-6 days. I mean, the realistic part is, guys, everybody on the 15th, if you log into FIFA, I think you get a right mid Beckham. It's not an icon version, but it's a Madrid version. That could cause his icon to come on the market, but I still think a mil is really low. So I didn't want to get it for profit. I just wanted to get it to try it out, but we're going to probably hold on to it. And then, yeah, I think the last comment that I saw in the last video was the reasoning behind all this crash and stuff. And I think there's a mix of things. I think people were trying to get liquid. I think you've got repeatable, like rare player picks in this stuff. And this stuff is not going to kill the market, but it could cause somebody to sell a player in their team to do one. I mean, they're 8K a pop, so if somebody wants to do 100, you know, they got to spend almost a mil. And then we've also got a couple of SBCs that came out. I mean, I think the main part to look at is that, you know, I think a lot of people are going to do this Lucas Moura. I wish that, and especially Joao Felix. So you're looking at right here, potentially 700K and submitting untradables. I mean, I could tell you for sure that people are doing Joao Felix. I could tell you for sure that people are definitely doing Joao Felix. I've seen him a bunch of times. It's just super in demand card, and we even tested him out on our second channel, and he was very good. So I can make a strong case that there are a lot of people that will be doing Joao Felix. It is a very completed SBC, and we can even see that. Sometimes I can even see that based on the views on certain videos, and his video has about 70,000 views in 2 days as a review, which is really high. The only other card that's compared to that in last week is Flashback Alessandrini with 85. So I think it's very, very, very telling that a lot of people are going to do this card. And I think that makes sense. I think he's got some really good stats. I think he's got the similar feel to like an R9 type of player. I really do. I thought his red version was really solid. I thought he just needed the pace boost. And what did EA give him? A pace boost. He's got 87 pace now. So, and then, yeah, here you go. Messi selling at 174. So we definitely got a little bit of a buyback with those cards. which is good to see. So that's going to be my video for today, boys. We continue to watch. We continue to be patient. And we'll kind of see what happens. I think we should get a jump up in market on Thursday for sure. I don't know what department or sector yet, but we should get a nice jump up. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.